Hello everyone, today I am going to explain you from 9th standard Polynomials chapter exercise 2.4 question number 5 factorize. So earlier you have seen question number 1 to 4. There so you use the factors or factorization. In fourth question you have done factorization by splitting middle term, but here you can't use that method because splitting middle term, this method is used only for quadratic polynomial, that is the polynomial with degree 2, and this is a polynomial with degree 3, so you can't use that. Here you have to use what? Factor theorem. So let us start. So for factor theorem, as we know, if x minus a is to be factor of this polynomial, then at x equals to, you have to equate this as 0, and at x equals to a, so it will be what? It implies a will go there and it will be plus a. 0 plus a is a. So at value of x equals to a, means wherever there is x, you have to put a. At that value, if this polynomial will get equated to 0, it means what? X minus a will be factors. Just shift this a this side and that will be the factor. And we know that a can be any real number. Then for how many real numbers we are going to check? So instead of checking for all the real numbers, just check for factors of this plus 2. So let us start. Factors of this plus 2 will be what? Plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. So only for these 4 real numbers you have to check. Not necessary to check for all the real numbers. It means what? You have to put the value of x, that is what? Value of a. X equals to a here. Once you have to put plus 1, once you have to put minus 1, once you have to put plus 2, once you have to put minus 2. Then at what value of this a, that is these are all value of, maybe the value of a. So why I said maybe the, because we have to check whether these are factors or not for this full polynomial. So we will check by putting if at any value this polynomial equals to 0, it means what? That this gives the factors of this polynomial. So let us start. I'll put x equals to plus a plus 1 in p of x. Let us take this as our given polynomial in x. So p of x will write down x cube minus 2x square minus 2 plus minus x plus 2. So at x equals to plus 1, it will be 1 cube minus 2, 1 square minus x is plus 1 plus 2. This will be 1, this will be 1 square is 1 into 2 is 2, plus minus will be minus, minus 1 plus 2. So you can see here plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled, minus 2 plus 2 will get cancelled. You got here p of 1 equals to 0, that is what? Polynomial is equals to 0 at x equals to 1. It means what? X minus 1 will be the factor. So here a is what we have taken, that is 1. So therefore x plus, here we have put x equals to plus 1. So x minus 1, you have to take this 1. 1 is nothing but what? A. That side, here how we are done. So x minus 1 is a one of the factor, is one of the factor of p of x. Then question arises, how many factors we have to find out? As you can see, x raised to 3. This is the degree of polynomial. So degree indicates the maximum number of zeros. So here you got one factor, or you can say that degree indicates the number of factors. Here you got one factor, so you will get 2 more factors. So we have checked for one number, that is plus 1. Next we'll check for minus 1. So put x equals to minus 1 in given polynomial in x. This is our polynomial, so wherever there is x, you have to put minus 1. So minus 1 cube minus 2 into minus 1 square minus of minus 1. This is the subtraction and this is the sign of x plus 2. So minus 1 cube we can do. Minus 1 cube is minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So minus minus plus sign, 1 and 1 are 1 into 1 more minus 1. So 1 1 are 1, plus minus will be minus. So this will be minus 1, this minus 2. Minus 1 into minus 2 we are done here, square. So that is plus 1. Minus minus will be plus, this 1 plus 2. So here you can solve. This is 2 1s are 2. Minus plus will be minus, plus 1 plus 2. You can see here minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled, 0. Minus 2 plus 2. So here also you got what? P of x is 0. It means what? We have taken x equals to minus 1. So x, this 1 will go that side to make this as factor. So this will be what? Plus 1 is one of the factor of P of x. So you got two factors, you have to search for third factor. So let us put, we have put plus 1 and minus 1. Once we have put plus 1, once we have put minus 1. Let us put plus 2. So put x equals to plus 2 in P of x. So our P of x is, so x is 2 here. So 2 cube minus 2 into 2 square minus 2 plus 2. So 2 cube is 8 minus 2. 2 square is 4 minus, plus will be minus, so 2 plus 2. This will be 8. 4 2 is 8 minus 2 plus 2. You can see that plus 8 minus 8 will get cancelled. Minus 2 plus 2 will get cancelled. 0. So here also we got here 0. So x we have taken equals to plus 2. So x minus 2 is a factor of P of x. So as we know that there can be maximum 3 zeros or 3 factors of cubic polynomial. So we got all 3 factors, no need to check for minus 2. Obviously it will not be equals to 0 when you put value of this x equals to minus 2 in P of x. So we got here 3 factors and this. So this x minus 1, x plus 1 and x minus 2, these are the factors of given polynomial. And we remember always x cube minus 2x square minus 2 plus 2. Remember, very important. This is nothing but what? Multiple. You'll get, this is what? Product of factors. So I can write minus 2x plus 1 and x minus 1. X minus 2, x plus 1, x. We'll get this polynomial by product of given factors. Always remember. So this we are solved using factor theorem. So I will tell you one more method. There also you are using factor theorem, but you are using the factor theorem to find out only one of the factor, and remaining factors we are going to calculate by division method. Why division method? Because sometimes we'll get what? Repeated factor. So let us for example x plus 1 and x minus 2, and for other values let us say here we are taking plus and minus 2, so minus 1 and plus 2. For them you will not get the factors and one of the factor will be repeating. That time if you use factor theorem you will not come to know which factor is repeated. To avoid that confusion, we will solve the same example by second method. So you will come to know the difference between this method and that method. So as we know how to use a factor theorem, in this method I am going to use only factor theorem to find only one of the factor. So factors of plus 2 are plus minus 1 plus or minus 2. So as we know, we are done. Put x equals to 1 in P of x. This is our polynomial. So P of x is what? X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So at x equals to 1, wherever there is x, you have to put plus 1. 1 square minus 1 plus 2. 1 cube is 1 minus 1 square is 1. 1 2 are 2. Plus minus will be minus. So here you can see plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. Minus 2 plus 2 will get cancelled, equals to 0. So you got at least one factor. That is what? Here it is x equals to 1. Then x minus 1 will be the factor of p of x. And remaining factors we are going to calculate by division method. So no need to check for all these factors. And even this factor theorem fails, or you can find all the factors by factor theorem, but it takes time. Suppose this last number, that is what constant, this is 2-digit, 3-digit number is given, that time it will take much of the time to factorize. To avoid that, just find one factor by factor theorem, and remaining we are going to find out by division method. As we know, for numbers you have solved this, dividend will be equals to what? Divisor into quotient plus remainder. And remember, always dividend you can express as product of divisor and quotient. And remember, divisor and quotient are nothing but what? Factors of dividend. So I'll take one example of numbers and I'll explain you. If I take a number 10, and if you divide this number by its factor, means what? In which table it comes? It comes in table of 2. So if you divide this, what will get? 10 divided by 2. So 2 5s are 10. And you can see that these both are factors, and you can write 10 as what? 2 5s are 10. Divisor into quotient is n plus remainder. That is what? 0. So you can see that these two are factors of 10. That is what? Divisor and quotient. Therefore, in similar way you can apply this method to the division of polynomials. So dividend will be equal to what? Divisor into quotient. So divisor and quotient are factors. If you know one of the factor, you can find another factor, that is quotient. If you got quotient, you can find some more factors. So similar we have to do. Here your dividend is what? P of x. And your divisor is one of the factor, that is x minus 1 into, we have to find quotient. And if these two are completely the factors of dividend, then always will get remainder as what? 0. Remember, if these two are not completely the factors of dividend, then we'll get some other remainder. So plus 0 here. So let us divide this. So our p of x is, so let us start. This is our divisor. So this is our dividend p of x, and divisor is x minus 1. So remember how we'll get here, how we're done. We will multiply this 2 with suitable number so that to get exact 10, isn't it? So exact 10, or you can get the number near to 10. So first try to get exact 10 number by multiplying this divisor with suitable multiple. So same here, in division of polynomials we have to take only first term here, and we have to divide, we have to think about these terms later. So here we have x cube, and we have to eliminate this, because after subtraction it will get eliminated, as you can see. So x into how much will be x cube? You have to remember, take 2 into how much will be 10? 2 5s are 10. X into x square will be x cube. So we are going to multiply this divisor with x square. So x into x square is x cube. With all the terms you have to multiply. Minus 1 into x square is x square. You should focus on eliminating this. So next you have to subtract this. Instead of subtracting, just change the sign of the second row. Plus sign will be minus, because it's plus and we are subtracting, it will be what? Minus. Plus minus will be minus. Minus and subtraction minus will be plus. So don't think about all those things. Just change the sign of second row. So plus x cube minus x cube will be 0. Minus 2x square plus x square. And as in addition of terms in algebraic expressions or polynomials, here we have plus and here minus. So there will be subtraction. 2x square minus 1x square will be 1x square, and we'll get the sign of bigger digit. And other terms will keep as it is. Next you have to eliminate this. So we should get what? Minus x square. We have x here. So we have to multiply x to get x square. Here we have minus, and here you can't change the sign. So here you can give the sign. So x into minus x will be minus x square. 1 into x is x, minus will be plus. And as I told you, we have to subtract, but no need to subtract. There is trick, just change the sign of second row. Minus will be plus, minus will be plus, will be minus. Minus x square plus x square will be 0. Minus x will be 2x. Next, this 2 will come as it is. Next, you have to eliminate this minus 2x. Already if you have here x, you have to multiply this with 2. And you have to think about the sign. Here we have minus sign. Here we can't put minus sign. So here can be minus. So 2 into x will be 2x minus. So minus 2 into x is minus 2x. 2 ones are 2. Minus will be plus. Next subtraction, that is plus minus. Minus 2x plus 2x will be 0, plus 2 minus 2 will be 0. So remember, here you got remainder as 0 means what? These two are factors of this polynomial. So we got one factor, and another factor is quadratic polynomial. So we know that factor should be linear. It means what? Degree should be what? 1. Here we have degree 1, here we have degree 2. So we will split these factors using middle term method. So as we know, 1 into 2 is what? 2. So quotient of x square, that is 2. So we have to find the factors of 2. 1 2 are 2. So that factors of 2, subtraction or addition of these two should be middle term. So if you add, you will get 3x, that is not middle term. If you subtract this, 2 minus 1 will be what? 1, that is quotient of this x. So these factors we are going to use here. X square. Here 1 into x is x. 2 into x is 2x minus 2. First and last term we have to keep as it is. And there is subtraction, remember. And we'll give the sign of this to the bigger digit. That is what? Minus 2. And if you make this plus, then only it will be matching with this. That is minus x. Now you know the factorization. Here common is x. So x plus 1. X will go here. Here we should get same bracket. X plus 1. Both should have plus sign. So we're going to take this minus from both the terms. Minus 2 is common. So here we'll remember with plus x, and here will be plus 1. So we got factors as x plus 1 common and x minus 2. So from this we got factors. We have just splitted the factors. So as we got these two as factors, from this x plus 1 and x minus 2. So x square minus x minus 2 is x plus 1, x minus 2. So therefore you can write it as these two are two more factors of this cubic polynomial. So therefore total factors we can write factors of x cube minus 2x square minus 2 plus 2 are equals to x plus 1 x minus 2, and this is one of the factor, that is x minus 1. You can write factors in any order. So same factor you got by finding all the factors by using only factor theorem also, and this also. Remember, you have to practice this method because this is new to you. Before this you have not studied the division of polynomials, but in 10th standard the same concept is there, and one full chapter is there on division of polynomials. So you must learn this. Once you learn, it will be easy for you. And remember why we are using this, because sometimes you'll get what here numbers not only single digit, 2 digit, 3 digit. That times just using factor theorem is not sufficient. It takes much of time. To avoid that, just find one of the factor by factor theorem, and remaining factors you can find, because once you found one of the factor, this cubic polynomial will get reduced to quadratic, and as you know how to find the quadratic polynomial factorization, so it will be easily done.